Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we are merely role players where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt, and I've been your master of ceremonies for this studio production. I'm joined backstage by the cast of that production.
Hi, I'm Chris Starkey. I played Nasus Nest, the Waterbearer, or should it be Super Mushroom?
Hi, I'm Nat. I played Sundown, or the Brainer.
Hello, my name is Alex. I played Sacramento del Barco of the News.
Lovely audience, it's been a week for you. It's been literally 5 minutes since we stopped playing for us. So immediate raw reactions, please.
Very silly, very fun.
Yeah.
Great fun.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I'm glad, because with the way I decided to do the setting and the gritty realism of the world we could actually be heading towards, I was worried that some of this would be a downer. And I think when I first pitched it to the group, I think people might have been worried about that. But it sounds like no.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
No, had a lot of fun. It was as Chris said, very silly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I felt that I'm used to not having very thinky characters, and my characters was a lot more thinky than usual. Yeah. Which is a bit of a change of pace for me, so I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, you still got to blast a guy.
Oh, yeah.
I still shot a guy in the stomach. I still bifurcated a man with a shotgun, but I mean, it was really interesting.
I love the contrast of this gang leader who did come in a bit threatening, but wasn't specifically threatening you directly.
Yeah.
He's the one that you completely shot and obliterated and destroyed.
Yeah.
And then the one that you knew was coming after you, you were actually like, we're just pals, actually, aren't we?
Yeah.
I suppose because I knew he was like the leader of the bad gang, and like what I knew is he was sort of like the overarching sort of marauding warlord type figure, whereas Nails was just someone I'd fallen out with. And also I was like, how the hell am I going to get out of this situation? Also, I'm fed up with everyone else getting XP, so I want to get some XP. God damn it!
Also, I read it as like your dedication to the truth, right?
Same,
This guy's spouting bullshit about the Hollow Earth. He has to die.
There was an element of that. I was just like, no, this is all like bullshit. Right? Also, it's like a bit of a double whammy.
Yeah.
Really convenient shooting, I think, from my perspective.
So we'd just like to clarify then, out of everyone sat at this table, the only one who actually murdered someone directly was Alex.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you did still kill multiple people and let them get consumed by mushrooms, though.
No, but didn't kill them directly. Just
I mean,
let them be consumed by mushrooms.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That's like pushing someone into a raging river. I didn't kill them. The river did.
The river did.
Yeah.
So there's a question, Nat. At what point did you decide that's what Sundown had been up to?
Just before, when you were sending people into the woods for wood, and I was like, oh, not my bit. And I was like, why? Basically, I was thinking about how is this garden? It's not just going to be the water. And I wanted her to be doing something. So I guess sort of the reveal for you two is that Matt had told me that the psychic maelstrom was mushroom related beforehand.
Okay. That's fair, because your character is quite heavily linked to it.
Yeah.
That it's specifically a new strain of fungus that feeds on the microplastics in everybody's brain.
Oh, yay!
But you did kind of take it to a whole new level and going like, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With dead bodies of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, niche.
I thought it was very Hannibal, you know? That first scene of Hannibal, when they find the mushroom corpses. I thought, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
I liked it.
And it's good that we had, I feel like it was sort of first couple of acts, we're sort of just engaging on the realism level of like, there's not enough to go around. Everybody's got an agenda. People want your stuff. You know, everybody wants to make sure they get their share of water and their shelter at the manor, and you know, people are learning rumours and responding to them and that sort of thing. Everybody's a bit malnourished and scrawny. And then we get into the mushroom weirdness at the end.
Yeah.
There's always some mushroom weirdness.
Gotta have some mushroom weirdness.
Absolutely.
But like, as far as I was concerned, then Sundown was still following the rules of like survival in this world. These are the tools at my disposal.
Yeah.
Stick with the guy that's got the power source. Get in his good graces.
Definitely.
And stay there.
Yeah. And I was the power. I was the mushroom.
Yes.
There was a point during the game that I was debating of doing exactly the same thing.
Being the mushroom.
Being the mushroom all along.
Get your hands off my mushrooms.
But you got there before me.
It was a race to the mushroom.
Yeah. Yeah, the prize, the lofty prize.
It's written in the book somewhere, I think. Play to find out who's the mushroom.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things is literally play to find out what is the psychic maelstrom.
Oh, right, okay.
That's a mystery that's baked into the game. It
cool.
It doesn't tell you. It gives you the stuff about like it's always angry, it's always on the edge of hearing.
Okay.
But then it's like, you know, maybe it's the remains of the internet. You know, how do you access it?
Right.
Is it when the moves, the open your brain move says the MC might ask you some questions? Those questions are usually going to be, so what are you doing to open your brain? Are you pressing a button on your implant?
Oh,
or
right.
are you opening your psychic third eye? Or are you talking to the mushrooms?
Yeah.
You know?
Right, okay.
Cool. You define it all in play.
Skipping ahead slightly, that is one of my stars, I think. That is how you described the psychic maelstrom opening up and how it was.
Super cool.
I could also see Alex making all the connections.
As I said, it's a very thinky character for me, and that is quite difficult. You really saw the cogs whirring there.
It was beautiful. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and most of for a lot of that session, it was just you pinging off me, and not off anybody else. You know, my various NPCs I decided to throw at you. So you know, we decided at one point, let's get Alex together with everybody else.
Yeah.
But how was that being the character who was like down the hill dealing with his own stuff for a bit?
I think it fitted with the news quite well because he's meant to be broadcasting out to other people. So weirdly, people have to come to the studio, and me leaving means that I'm not broadcasting, which is what I want to do. So it's got to be something big that drags me away, and hopefully that wasn't too contrived.
No, I think it was interesting because there's the option with that start of session move. There's the option to just like do it all in one go at the start, and then you can kind of free roam and do what you want after that. But I thought it was an interesting decision to pace those reveals out.
I just felt it was a bit weird that I'd start the session being like, I've got 3 bits of news.
Listen up, you lot.
Weirdly, they all come at once, don't they? Like London buses. Probably don't remember those. It was
nice to sort of pace them out and like let the world react to each one as you revealed it. How do the nasty boys react to each bit of news? How do the petitioners react? How does Nails react? Not having to do it all at once.
Glad that went well.
How was it? Because obviously we've played games derived from this. This is the original. This is like we've gone backwards and done the original very late in the game. How different did it feel from other games we've played? Like, did you like it better, worse?
I definitely felt it was a bit rougher around the edges than some of the other ones we played. I thought it was very good, but I think just like in terms of like I like the luck and Monster of the Week.
I think it makes sense for the setting of this game not to have a way of auto succeeding. But you're right. You know, that's obviously an innovation that people have looked at this game and gone, what does it need? What can I add? And that is one of those things.
But I think so the flip side of that, this feels built for short form campaigns. I don't think I know we got rid of 2 improvement slots for the experience, but like I leveled up 3 times during that one session.
Oh, did you? So I hadn't noticed.
No, but that would have been nearly twice in one session if we'd done the full thing, right? So this feels like it's built for much shorter stories, which again, like if you want to tell something longer, then the others work much better.
It might only take you 2 or 3 sessions to get to the advanced improvements, and once you're there, you've got the option to retire that character and let their story ends.
But I guess apocalyptic worlds, life is cheaper.
Yeah.
Right? It's short and fast and furious.
Yeah. Well, we didn't do a huge amount of violence. Or we did the short sharp violence against Bremer. It didn't require any rolls and it wasn't going to hurt you. I managed to wing you with Nails.
Yeah.
But not a lot of harm being traded. No. We didn't need all of the big battle moves. And I think that kind of fits with the style of Apocalypse we were doing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be about wars. It's not going to be about Road War or the big Mad Max Fury Road.
Because there's loads of vehicle mechanics as well. Like you can you can like battling from vehicles.
Right,
So
right.
I mean,
using a vehicle as a weapon.
Yeah. So you're just like, oh my god.
Pedal bike.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could have a bike war.
A bike joust.
Bike, I was going to say bike. Wheelie chair joust down a corridor.
Yeah.
But I think it fit with the fact that we were doing, this is a studio production and it's a self-contained thing, that we had a small, it's all within a small community.
Yeah.
Right. There were people coming in from the outside with Dremmer's gang, but it's still like, you're not roaming all over the country and going to new places. It's like we have a village and a manor and they're quite close together and we're just going to stick there and like that's the boiling pot and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that this is like the progenitor for so many other TTRPGs, it is very like well done. I mean, there's so much stuff to get into and dig into and utilize that we didn't even we barely scratched the surface.
Yeah.
We didn't even touch the sex mechanics.
No,
True.
Yeah. And we never met Phoebes.
Sex mechanics sounds like a really fantastic job title.
We didn't meet Phoebes, Kroll, Toru, or Zephyr.
No. I've got informants that I didn't touch.
We briefly breezed past Babylon and Gav.
Yeah.
Didn't meet them in person.
Were they having a lovely time in that? But it felt like they were.
They were using the sex mechanics.
Yes.
They were.
They went in there to conspire about how to get a better position against the boss and decided to get a better position with each other.
Let's better.
Oh, boys.
Where do we go from there?
You can't. No, so I think just sort of seeing it in that sort of viewing it from that through that lens is quite interesting.
I was pleased. Like what I said at the beginning that I wanted out of this was to be very quick on the feet and improvisational and just make stuff up on the fly. And like right from the beginning, I love how that news move lets me do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, these guys are conspiring. This one's after you. None of that existed until you asked those questions.
It's interesting how you can have like it felt like all of those things were dealt with quite lightly. Like it wasn't like I've got to come up with some really big stuff. No, just a throwaway plot point that you may or may not look at.
Yeah, it's your
choice.
I say this a lot about stuff I prep for RPGs. It's a menu, not a to-do list. You can pick what you want off it. You don't have to cover everything. So what you choose to engage with tells me what's exciting for you, and then I can just throw more of that in.
And as ever, Matt, thank you very much. Cracking job.
Crazy.
Lovely.
Loved it.
Everyone feel like they got the best use out of their playbook? Did the things that you did you get to do the things that you picked the playbook for?
Yes and no. I would have liked a little bit more XP farming considering everyone else was doing it. But I've never been particularly good at like knowing what to do in those instances.
We should if we'd highlighted your hot and sharp, I think you'd have been better off.
Yeah. But I mean, these things happen. I still got to level up. I got Nails as a pal.
You did.
You could have lurked outside the cave and listened rather than coming in.
I know. I was going to do that, but Porter fucking heard me, didn't he? So that was my bad dice roll.
Yeah,
that was the plan all along. And then Porter was like,
Hello, Sacramento.
Porter's got no chill.
Look at you, right there, standing at the mouth of that cave.
I don't know if I used any of my moves actually.
Well, we didn't do your kind of key one because nobody. We didn't get to any point where somebody like blatantly broke your laws.
I didn't need to embargo. I didn't need to peacemake. I just had a lovely time with my dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. So you used all of your friends.
Yeah, I didn't use Babylon, but I definitely used Goofy instead. Yeah. He's kind of like the stand-in, I guess.
And you sort of just by creating that character.
Yeah, I made a gang. Yeah.
Like you made the setting that we were all.
That was good. Right. I kind of felt like I didn't overly need my abilities. Like there was a couple of things like I could have done Peacemaker for you and Nails, and that would have brought you two together to talk to bash your problems out.
Yeah.
I could have done like Step Into the Flow. I could have picked Step Into the Flow and then healed the land potentially by doing that, but I wasn't really into that sort of thing.
Who wants to heal the land in an apocalypse?
Well, it's not necessarily. It's just anyone sick is healed. So I don't know. Like maybe we could have winged that a bit. I liked having a little gang. Yeah, that was quite fun.
That was good. I liked how you saw like. Halfway through, I was like, okay, we need to throw some more ingredients in here because you've solved all of the problems set up at the beginning. Dremmer's gang is defused, Dremmer's dead.
I shot a man.
I threatened them with dehydration.
Yeah, but then by that point, we had these hints that Sundown was up to something, and so that drove the rest of the session.
That was quite interesting, having one of the PCs as an antagonist. Sort of a supposed antagonist, and it not just devolving into I'm going to stab you.
We had it could have turned into that.
Yeah.
The Mexican standoff with the crossbow.
I considered it.
That.
I did consider sneaking up behind you and giving you the old shanking. But
You didn't know what I'd done.
no, I know, but I just thought about it, and it didn't happen because of fucking Porter.
The stories that we could have had if the dice decided otherwise.
What other sort of stuff did you prepare that we didn't use?
So there's just one thing. I had one idea for like
just one idea. Period.
Pretty much like the sort of the extreme weather was a thing that I was like I can pull that out of my back pocket at any moment.
Yeah.
Like a variation on that is like insect migrations. I think I mentioned it. We need to see it. I wanted to bring the farmers in because I knew they would be from what Mum and Dad had told me about what this world would be like. Like anybody who actually knows how to get anything productive out of the soil in this climate is going to have a lot of sway. So I wanted them in there. The only other thing was
we nearly got Sandy Biggins, but we had to bump her.
Yeah. Oh, she's going to be in it.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. I had an idea for like as a way of like just kicking stuff into motion if it needed it, which was there could be the owner of the original owner of the manor, who would presumably have been very rich, had an apocalypse bunker at the bottom of the
amazing.
hill.
Nice.
Danger room.
And this was like anybody with an apocalypse bunker, they're not going to be able to live in there forever. Like their supplies will eventually run out. So like this would have been the moment for them to emerge.
Amazing.
And like has anybody seen the Apple TV Foundation series or read the Foundation books?
No.
There's a whole sort of plot arc where most of the galaxy is falling into like a lower technology state, and the only people who still have working technology like maintain back power by pretending to be wizards.
Right.
So I was just going to have the adult fail son of the whatever billionaire owns the manor pops out of their apocalypse bunker and arrives pretending to be a wizard or a god or something, assuming everybody's going to be very primitive now, and tries to like take control from the existing people who have power by being like, look, I can shoot fire from my hands, and they would have a bunch of guns in and the bunker would be a place that is like sheltered and well defended that you could decide to try and storm and take if you thought the manor was going to fall down, that kind of thing.
Cool.
But there was never a point where I needed that to make the plot happen.
No.
We had enough stuff in motion just from character creation.
One thing I thought of that I didn't actually end up saying, I completely forgot in the moment, but the what's his name, Dremmer's conspiracy theory about there being caves with riches in them, and I was like, well, there are. He was right.
Yeah, but they were below the crust of the earth.
Yes, his were further down and had dinosaurs.
Yeah. Living dinosaurs.
Living dinosaurs.
In the hollow earth.
Not true, but.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. Yeah. See, I was nodding, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh no, he's wrong. He's absolute wrong'un."
He's gone far.
Did you know that he was always going to be a hollow earther?
No,
that's good.
I didn't know he was going to exist.
All right, okay, sure. I was just wondering, he had like a
until Alex was like, "Tell me, like, what are these guys up to?"
Right.
Tell me about a random roving gang of bandits. Okay, great, we've got a gang of bandits now. And then you rolled a fail, so
that was the fail that
somebody to pop in.
Up.
Oh, nice.
I love the Hollow Earther conspiracy.
That is amazing. The only way to save the Earth.
Dig.
Just dig.
Are you a Tolkien dwarf? I think you are.
We dug too deeply. Anything else anybody wishes they could have done that they would do if we ever play this again?
Definitely try a new playbook for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting that we had 3 players and 2 of them are like the extended set of playbooks. Like the News and the Waterbearer aren't OG.
Okay.
They're not in the book.
Right.
They were added afterwards as extensions.
I think the point on the playbooks as well, though, I mean, we said that obviously it was a very low violence game, but I think that ties into the playbooks that we chose. Like, there are so many that are very specifically violent.
Yes.
Yeah.
about like having what you've got and keeping it by force, and like there's playbooks that start with a gang like that Chris got partway through.
I mean, I personally picked some that wasn't particularly violent.
One of the playbooks is literally defined as like the one that's got the guns.
Oh right,
like, you've got guns. That's what defines you.
Right. Okay.
All sorts of that kind of thing. But yeah, I think it's nice that we
really good.
It's the playbooks we picked made a really interesting situation to work with.
Completely.
And I like to think, I know you said we don't know at the end of the actual thing. I like to think that all things considered, Sundown would have taken you up on the suggestion of going to work with the farmers as well.
Yeah, good.
On the assumption that the local bullies had been taken care of, so we didn't need a sort of a hoarder of the resources, and people would actually work together. So I think that's the main problem.
Cooperation, man.
Yeah. Collective action.
It's the future. Oh, good. Well, I feel like there's some hope after that.
Yeah.
Fungal hope.
Yeah. Hopefully you feel this as well, audience, that from that very first Backstage episode where we all came out of it feeling like, oh my goodness, where's the world going to end up? And say, even if it does end up in that terrible situation, maybe there'll be people who try to make things better in their own strange way.
Or turn into mushrooms.
Yeah. Just embrace your new mushroom overlords.
They will inherit the earth.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for playing.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Yay!
This has been Tipping Point, a studio production from Merely Roleplayers, starring Alexander Pankhurst as Sacramento del Barco, Natalie Winter as Sundown, Chris Starkey as Nasus Nest, and me, Matt Boothman. I edited and produced this episode, and the theme music is by Alexander Pankhurst. With special thanks to Richard and Karen Boothman for their expert help building the setting. We were playing Apocalypse World 2nd Edition by Vincent D. Baker and Magay Baker, with added design by Josh Savoy. Merely Roleplayers is a Foggy Outline production in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Until next time, the show must go on. Foggy Outline.